Let's improve your resume. Whether you're starting from scratch or updating what you've already got, this video will help you to make it more effective. First, remember the fundamental: a resume gets you an interview. That's it. With that in mind, I want you to do something before we continue. Download the 2 PDFs from the description below: Graduate Resume Initial Version and Senior Resume Initial Version. We won't look at the improved versions yet, just the initial ones. Review each resume and write down 3 things you like and 3 things you'd change or improve, and then come back. We'll walk through the improvements together and you can see if you came to the same conclusions that I did. Okay, you're back. Let's look at the graduate resume. This is written as though I'm a graduate chemical engineer trying to break into the industry. I've got an internship, lucky me, some casual work experience, food handling work while studying, strong university performance with awards, activities and projects, education, licenses, skills, references. For a graduate, this is reasonably strong. I've got a summary introducing myself and explaining why I'd add value to the team. So what could be improved? Here's my thinking. There's a lot of information here, and not all of it is relevant to every job I apply for. If my only task is to get an interview, having all of this good information hidden amongst extra details isn't helping me to stand out. I need to streamline this. I need to tell them what I want them to know, nothing more. You can see the changes immediately. The first big change, summary becomes objective. The summary was trying to be a conversation, but the resume isn't a conversation. That's what the cover letter is for. The resume is a checklist. It highlights what I want the manager to know about me. That's it. Here's my process for reviewing resumes. I look at the resume first. I don't read the introductions. Honestly, I don't have time when I am reviewing hundreds of applications. I'm scanning. Do they have what I'm looking for? The right degree, the right experience, 5 out of 7 requirements? Great. Now I'll read the cover letter. Now I'm interested in who this person is. Putting everything in the resume summary, it doesn't help. It actually makes it harder for me to find the immediate information I need. So I changed it to objective, short and direct. I'm a graduate. I want my first career job. That's it. More precise, more effective. This also saves space. Now I can see 3 jobs on the first page, and this sets a clear view of what I've done. Notice what's missing in the improved version. I removed the responsibilities from the food handling job. Why? Because I'm applying for technical roles: geology, chemistry, engineering. Whether I maintain food preparation tools isn't relevant. It doesn't add value. Don't write everything you've ever done. I don't have time to read that when I'm reviewing. Short resumes get read more thoroughly. Try to keep it to 2 pages. You don't need to cram everything onto 2 pages. If it becomes 2.5 for a senior role, that's fine. But 2 pages is the sweet spot. Same approach with projects. I cut some out. I wasn't following a specific job ad when I did this, but you would highlight the ones relevant to the job that you're applying for. For example, I removed statistical analysis. For a graduate role, it's probably not relevant. You might keep 3 really strong projects. If I see 7 projects as a reviewer, I'm not reading them thoroughly. I'm skimming. Make it easy for me to find what matters. Result? We're down from 3 pages to 2. Much easier to review and much clearer. Now let's look at the senior resume. This one's for a chief geologist role. It's already cleaner and less wordy than the graduate version. No objective statement here. For a senior role, you probably don't need one. Your career history speaks for itself. You're clearly looking for a job. It's self-explanatory. There is an exception. If you are transitioning industry, i.e. geologist moving into a training role, you might include an objective. Otherwise, skip it. The resume lists job in reverse chronological order, the most recent one first, followed by education, licenses, skills, interests, and the standard line references available on request. You don't need to include referees' names and contact details up front. A few reasons why. You probably don't want to hand out their information without asking first. And you're not going to call them for all 400 applications you submit. They'll get tired of that. Contact your referees when you've been asked to provide references, usually after an interview. So skip it here. What did I streamline? I looked at what's hiding the information I want to stand out. I created a hypothetical job in my mind and decided the tasks from geologist at good mining company didn't address what I was applying for. So I removed those tasks entirely. You only tell people what you did if it relates to what you're asking to do. The other 2 roles were more closely related to the job I imagined, so I kept those details. You can see I worked at Good Mining Company for 6 years. That's listed, but no task breakdown. Your most recent role will probably be included because it likely matches what you're applying for. Then include examples from past roles that match the job ad KPIs, the key performance indicators. I also removed details from hydrogeologist and junior geologist internship. Very little you did in an internship is relevant once you're a senior. List that you work there. Don't include all the details. Maybe leading a team of 5 geologists and managing daily drill rig operations is the core value of the job I'm applying for. The rest isn't helpful. Now this resume is also 2 pages. 2 pages is ideal. Keep it clean. Let the hiring manager know exactly what they need to know. Here's your takeaway. Your resume should show what you want them to see, not everything you've ever done. In the next video, we're diving into words matter. How to use language that shows value, not just tasks. This is where most people struggle, and it's one of the most powerful changes you can make. See you there.